Good morning, everyone. It's October 7th, 2018. This video, I'm going to talk about why I pray for the apocalypse. And I literally do every day. The first reason, and I have 10 of them. The first reason, bad people. Some of you might know that in the last 3 years, I got busted for distribution of marijuana, and I also got charged with something I didn't do at all, never would do, and I'm facing about 10 years in prison. I'm out on bail, and I doubt that I'll go to prison, but it's still possible. Well, the way it happened is I got to be friends with a person. We friended them at a park here in the city I live in. Known him for about a month, and he gets pulled over with a little bit of weed. I mean a little bit. And he gets so scared that he's going to lose his daughter, he rats on me. Of course, I didn't sell him the weed. I gave it to him because he was too poor to be able to buy weed. So bad people is my #1 reason. Right now, as our society stands, an ordinary person has no recourse when they are betrayed in such a way. They have to take it, otherwise they face, legal repercussions, right? They have to worry about being taken to court and tried, when it was the betrayer's fault that they were harmed. Now, next in line is stupid people, right? And we all face them in traffic every day. We see them in the stores. We deal with them constantly. And it's getting more difficult for me personally to deal with the stupid people. It really makes me upset when there's a 50-yard opening in traffic and a person won't turn right. What are they afraid of? And it drives me nuts. Every day I have to drive in this shit. I get real frustrated, and I avoid driving as much as possible, but unfortunately, it is part of modern life. So the stupid people out there, the ones that worship the government, the ones who need government to live, at least that's what they think, they would be quickly eradicated. Quickly. And that's not such a bad thing. My third reason for praying for the apocalypse is there would be no more centralized power structure. Yes, there would still be some kind of hierarchy within groups, but one government wouldn't have the power to arrest, imprison, or kill you. And if another group came along and tried to do these things to you, you would be able to fight them without being considered a terrorist. So, no centralized power dictating to you the way you live. #4, all the illusions most people have would quickly be dissipated. people who think that the government is going to save them, the people who think that these politicians are good guys, the people who think we live in such a great civilization. Let me tell you, we're not even a level 1 civilization, and we're not going to make it to be a level 1 civilization because of greed. It may be different if, if we were able to make it to be a level 1 civilization, but it's too late for that. We've already destroyed our planet, and that's one of the deals with level 1 civilization is you have to live in balance with your environment, and we do not do that by any stretch of the imagination. So that would be one of the reasons right there. Number 5, people would have to live through their reputation and merit. If you have a bad reputation, no one will want to deal with you. If you prove yourself to be worthy and hardworking, then you can get further in such a environment. As it stands right now, you can be very hardworking and worthy and still have all kinds of shit thrown at you, and with very little recourse. Within the environment of an apocalyptic event, recourses would be far more available to you, and you would not be hindered by the centralized power I just referred to. And I think I touched on number 6 a little bit, but I will go back over it. No more packed roads filled with stupid people who can't make the simplest of decisions. We all know people who are really, really indecisive, and they bring that indecisiveness to the traffic, and the stores, and it gets to be really quite annoying when people cannot make up their fucking minds, right? My wife is bad about decisiveness, and I have to push her to make the decisions. That was number 6. Number 7. No more judges to judge you, your life, while being criminal in their own right. We have lots of judges in this country that send people to prison for little to nothing while being child molesters, drug addicts, alcoholics, you name it. And that's a terrible thing. It's a terrible, terrible injustice. You can't deny that. Number 8. After a while, we would have no more industrial pollution. Our overall society would, or the people still living, would get to enjoy a world without smokestacks and fluoride and vaccines and plastics in the oceans and all the fucking garbage everywhere. Eventually, all that stuff would go away and you would be left with a beautiful planet once again. Number 9. After a while, the food, water, air would be safe again. It would no longer be toxic. And we all know that all these things are very toxic. And I know some of these reasons kind of run into each other, but Still, we would not have all these toxic things in our water, such as, fluoride, the drugs from the pharmaceutical industry, chlorine, these things. And number 10, you would be able to take action where you can't now because of so-called legal repercussions. Back to Michael. That is the individual that ratted me out. Now, in the post-apocalyptic world, somebody throws you under the bus like that because they don't want to take responsibility. You can do something about it. And you would be completely justified in doing so. But now, you do anything like that, you're fucked. You're fucked. I mean, yes, you can get away with murder, but who wants to live their whole rest of their lives looking over their shoulders? I know where this guy lives, but I'm not going to do anything to him simply because of the consequences. So I do pray for the apocalypse every day. And I have a lot more reasons than the ones I've listed. I just can't think of them all at the moment. How about you? Can you think of any reasons why a post-apocalyptic world would be better than the world we're living in now? I believe you probably can. And I believe you would be far better off in that world than in this world. I hope everyone has a good day. Remember, kill the state, live free.